down like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk true to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Ayédè number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Ayédè number one. Maiyegun ti dé.
Malamala. Mo bójú ayé o ayé ṣá malamala. Mo máa bójú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀. Mo máa bójú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀. Mo ní ẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ yìí o. Kíni dé sí Yorùbá o ọmọ aráyé, kíni ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Yorùbá o ọmọ Oòduà o. Yeyeyeyeyeyeye àwa máa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ là ń bẹ. Yorùbá ń ṣera wọn nítorí owó, Yorùbá ń jìra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ nítorí ipò. Wọ́n gbẹ̀mí fáláre, wọ́n gbáre pẹ́lẹ́bí, wọ́n kò lè kó wájà, wọ́n tún polóko wá mú. Ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n gbọ́n ló gbé wọn délé ọlá, ọgbọ́n náà ló tún padà wá sí lé wọn mọ́lẹ̀ o. Àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń ṣọ̀gá lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ tún padà wá dẹni à ń fọwọ́ ti sẹ́yìn o. Yóò Yorùbá yoyoyo bí iná alẹ́, Yorùbá rúrúrú bí omi òkun, Yorùbá bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. Yóò Yorùbá ronú o. Yorùbá sọra wọn di bọ́ọ̀lù fáráyé gbá. Wọ́n bá wọn sókè wọ́n tún bá wọn sísàlẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yà tí ó ti kéré tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n gé kúrú. Àwọn tí àrífẹ́ lọ́sùn ti dẹni àtijọ́ Yorùbá jókòó sílẹ̀ rẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọn fọwọ́ lọ́wọ́. Bí àgùntàn tí abọ́ rẹ̀ ń gbòrìṣà ilẹ̀ o. Yóò Yorùbá ronú o. Oríkì màí burú títí kó bógún ọdún lẹ́yìn òkùnkùn bèrèbèrè ìmọ́lẹ̀ yàtọ̀ o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pọ̀ Olódùmarè ká pọ̀ Balùwàyé káyé wa lè dùn ní ìgbẹ̀yìn lálàyò ilẹ̀ mọ́ pé ìyá o. Ilẹ̀ dákun gbà wá o ilẹ̀ o. Ilẹ̀ ọ̀gẹ́rẹ́ àfọkọ́yẹrí. Ilẹ̀ alákòókà ó tẹ́ rèrè kábì. Ilẹ̀ ọ̀gbaragada
bí ẹni yèyé mi ọmọ darúpalẹ̀ ayé.
ilẹ̀ lákùnkà wá o.
Yé òjìbìtì ka ìkàlẹ́nu mọ́. Àtẹ ìka ọkọ tí a pèlè. Ọ̀gbàmùgbàmù ojú Olódùmarè ò mà ṣe gbàmù lọ́wọ́ ayé.
lákùnkà wá o ilẹ̀ o. àwa gorí ilẹ̀ yìí pẹ́ o.
Ẹni bá dalẹ̀ abalẹ̀ lọ ò
pèrègèdè o. àwa gorí ilẹ̀ yìí pẹ́ o.
Odùduwà bá wa túnlẹ̀ yìí ṣe òṣòwò
owó tọmọ o. àwa gorí ilẹ̀ yìí pẹ́ o.
Odùduwà dá wa láre o ká sì máa
rere jẹ́ o. àwa gorí ilẹ̀ yìí pẹ́ o.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. And as you are joining, I want you to do just 3 things before you settle down. Share this broadcast to invite others. Like this broadcast to show that you are here. And if this is your first time, you can take a moment and subscribe.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you. So once again, good evening to you. Good afternoon to you, or good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. I'm kind of a little bit emotional about what happened today, but I'm going to put my emotion aside, and I am going to talk to you as a human being, not as what you believe in, what you support, or what you promote or defend, or what you disagree with. I just want to talk to you as a human being. They have attacked us this time around viciously in a broad daylight. If you are a Yoruba man or woman, right there in Yorubaland, elsewhere, around the world, the first thing I want you to take in tonight, because I am not here to actually weaponize your fear. This is not time to fear or to express fear or to continue to point fingers. If you are a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman, if you are an Omoluabi from anywhere you are right now having access to watch this video, there's one thing I want you to take first from what happened there in Owo today. Yorubaland is at war. And all thanks to those who promised us safety as long as we remain part of Nigeria. I have continually told you on this Maiyegun's Diary Politico that you and I, in what Nigeria has become, you and I, we are just a victim waiting to happen, a disaster waiting to happen, the trauma for those who survive because they are going to be left on their own. That simply puts you watching me right now, that it doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter who you are following, your political association, your religious indoctrination. Yorubaland is under attack, just like the entire Nigeria is under attack. And our attackers are not just outsiders that we call invaders. Our attackers include the enablers who continue to tell us that this is just a phase. Whatever is happening elsewhere, especially in northern Nigeria, will never happen in Yorubaland. I have been screaming. I have been shouting. They said I have been ranting. Talk, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, the reason why I empathize with the people of Biafra is that I can see through the propaganda state-sponsored genocide, ethnic cleansing, through every lie they have put out there. And I couldn't unsee them. I can't really unsee them. And in my mind, I knew it. It is just a matter of time. It will become the turn of the Yorubas. That's why I said, when they came for the Shiites, many of you said you are not Shiites. Whatever happened to them, they deserved it. When they came for the IPOB, the Biafrans, many of you felt like they deserved it. When these terrorists were killing, kidnapping Muslims, Christians, Fulani, Hausa, just anyone that they could come across in northern Nigeria, because so many of you are living far away from it. Some of you were even saying they should not bring their nonsense to the south, though. Meanwhile, you have been surrounded. What you are witnessing in Benue, what you have been witnessing elsewhere, they have been with us in Yorubaland. This is just the second quarter of the year. Third quarter or the end of the second quarter of the year. And by the time you get to July, then you will realize that Yorubaland, southern Nigeria, is now their Sambisa. Now that the people will accept it, reject it, fight it, and break it up is now left for the people. But it is not time for finger pointing now. Yorubaland has always been under attack. They killed us a year ago in Ogun, Ondo State. Yes, they did. Over 28 people were killed in Ogun in what was the retaliation for dislodgement of Saliu, the Fulani, Seriki Fulani in Ogun. They killed 28 people, the political class in Yorubaland, the traditional rulers, majority of them, they kept mute. You see what they did back then in Ogun? Yeah? They did that in the dead of the night. And the moment the people started mobilizing to go after them, that was then the moment that the Nigerian police, Nigeria military, they came quickly to stop the people. And those who tried to be stubborn, many of them were brutalized, and their media never reported it. So, as the Yorubas are distracted about who is going to be president or who is not going to be president of Nigeria, guess what? Yorubaland came under a broad daylight attack, terrorist attack in Yorubaland. It is no longer Benue. It is no longer Enugu. It is no longer Ebonyi. It is no longer Igangan. It is now at the heartland of Yorubaland, Owo in Ondo State. So you as a Yoruba person, I am still waiting because I believe it. Trust me, I believe. This next coming hours and days, they are going to tell. Yorubas will respond. That is why I said I am not here to kind of make, spread fear, because this is not time for fear. But before we eventually settle down into the program, how about we go to Ondo State? From short clips that we got from there, yeah? Let's take this one from the Eyewitness, or let me say Eyewitnesses.
Your own security, either you have it or you like it, leave it there. No security. Also, kì í ṣòru inú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ilé ìjọsìn ẹjọ́ ṣé ìwọ ni kí yọ gbéra kó fọyọ sí Ọlọ́run àbọ́lọ́run yẹn tọ́lọ́ wà ní sọ́lọ́ yẹn wá jẹ́ kó wù wá rùn ni ẹ̀wọ̀n yá níyà ẹ̀wọ̀n wọn lọ́mọ ẹ̀wọ̀n kéèké ló ṣe ń bọ̀ láti ìgbésí ayé wọn kí ni fún sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ how is going on tí wọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ẹ̀lẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́ṣẹ́ ni àbẹ̀wò tí wọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ pé wà á bọ̀ta kò ní kẹ́ dìbò mọ́ o ẹni ká nominate wa o that's it where is your sókè what is going on now.
àwọn tó wá ṣiṣẹ́ ìwọ́n tó mélòó.
wọ́n kàwé lè kà wọ́n lójú bọ̀ ẹni tí mọ́tò bá gbá kó máa mú nọ́mbà ẹni tí mọ́tò bá gbá kó máa mú nọ́mbà ẹni bá gbóhùn bọ̀ ìbọn ò bá yes ẹni tí bá gbóhùn bọ̀ ìbọn ò bá ó kò ṣeré tiẹ̀ wá ni mo ní ẹ wo ọ̀rẹ́ mi náà kò fẹ́ kò dé bí mi nú we are now suffering and smiling fellas already said we are not in it now yes.
a gbọ́ pé ọ̀nà fẹ́ǹsì yẹn náà gbà wá fẹ́ǹsì àwọn olókun ẹ̀.
kì í ṣe fọ́ọ̀sì nìkan ló gbà wá nìkan wọ́n bá géètì wọlé wọ́n lé ambush wọ́n lé ambush ni tí wọ́n lé ambush ni wọ́n lè wọlé wọ́n lè penetrate what is going on kí ni túmọ̀ owó tí wọ́n sọ fún security ilé town okay look hello ẹ má bínú look at the palace there palace lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ palace lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kábíyèsí ṣé kábíyèsí kan tó tẹ̀ save why kábíyèsí wa tó tẹ̀ save sí.
gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tẹ rí bí èèyàn mélòó ló bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí lọ báyìí.
níbo.
àwọn kan sọ pé èèyàn wọ́n tóbi mélòó.
àwọn tó gbà tó bá lọ ẹ̀mí ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ wò sẹ́rí àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti dàgbà rí ẹ̀ àánú wọn ṣe mí díẹ̀ òkú ẹ̀bà ni wọ́n yẹn òkú ẹ̀bà sì lẹ́wọ̀n yẹn àwọn ọmọ kékeré kan tó ṣe bọ́ ń gbèsè ayé wọn ẹ wò sẹ́rí mo rí ọmọ kan ọmọ tí mò ń di ọwọ́ ẹ̀ mú sọdá lọ sí skul tí mo gbé cross lọ sí skul mo rí òkú ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ kan sí as in oh God cheap man look at me I'm sweating push it.
ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ gbọ́ yẹn o lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn tó ń gbé ìlú Ọ̀wọ̀ níbi tá a wà yìí níbi tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àárọ̀ ọjọ́ àìkú lè ní ibẹ̀ náà ni a wà yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí wọ́n sọ fún wa wọ́n ní pé ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀mí ni ó bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí lọ oríṣiríṣi nọ́mbà iye èèyàn tó kú ni wọ́n ti ń sọ fún wa àmọ́ a kò tí ì lè sọ iye èèyàn tó bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí lọ níwájú lọ́run níbi tí èèyàn pọ̀ sí òkú obìnrin kan wà ń bẹ̀ àmọ́ a ò lè fi òkú náà a ò lè fi àwòrán òkú a lè fi hàn yín nítorí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí a rí ṣáájú ẹlòmíì ọpọlọ orí ẹ̀ ó ti fọ́ sílẹ̀ ẹlòmíì ẹsẹ̀ ti kán ó dà a ó gbìyànjú báyìí láti rí àwọn èèyàn tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lójú wọn láti fọ̀rọ̀ wá wọn lẹ́nu wò kí wọ́n lè bá a sọ ohun tó ju wọn tó nípa ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí. lórúkọ chọ́ọ̀chì Catholic Church tó wà ní agbègbè ọ̀wálúwà ní ìlú Ọ̀wọ̀ tó wà ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ọ̀wọ̀ òun náà ni a wà níbi tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́ bá wọn wájú ẹ máa rí ọkọ̀ àwọn ọmọ ogun náà àwọn náà ti débí báyìí a ó gbìyànjú láti bá èèyàn bíi méjì mẹ́ta sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n jẹ́ lára àwọn èèyàn tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lójú wọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀.
èmi gan mi ò sí bí látẹ̀kọ́ náà mo ṣe ń bọ̀ náà ni wọ́n ṣe explain ní pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà yìí ìgbó yìnbọn bọ̀ wọ́n yin dynamite ó parí nǹkan tá a tún rí nìyẹn.
kódà ẹ ṣe òkú ẹnìkan ni wọ́n ń gbé sínú ọkọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ ọmọ.
For the sake of those who didn't understand or who don't understand Yoruba, what that young man was saying was, explaining what happened, and the journalist there was asking him if he could tell the numbers of people that attacked the church, St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo Owo. So the way the terrorists work is that they don't go in 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. No. They are army. They move from the forest straight into the town, and they can be up to 500, mostly on the bike. So when you see them and you can recount, that means you are not dead. And they shoot just anything that moves. Some said that over 50 people killed. Some said over 200. But to this point, there was no police. There was no army that responded at that point. I can't show you blood. But another person who actually... Then, I love the response, by the way. Yorubas and non-Yorubas, people from Ondo, people from outside Ondo, Many of them have traveled down to Owo, as you are watching this broadcast, to donate blood for the survivors. We still don't have the accurate number, but the current, at least, verified bodies have been over 50. So the young man there was talking about what he at least saw, and nobody could stop to count, okay? And when the deed was done, and dead people who left their homes to go and praise God today, to go and praise God that they are alive again. So do you see where sometimes I tell you that Nigeria will even make you blaspheme against God? If many of you who always want to attach what is going on and say, God knows the best, it's only God that can help you. God loves his own children. And I said, if those who survived, they will say, thank God, oh, thank God for saving me. Oh. Then what happened to those who died? Nigeria will make you question God. The failure of government, the failure of security, and then the deliberate intention of ethnic cleansing in Nigeria, that the politically correct Nigerians, the Yorubas, continue to wave aside. Is just, how are they going to explain this? That people left their homes in Ondo State, Yorubaland. They have no issue. They had no Fulani herdsmen crisis. They had no let's say an issue happened before and then there is a retaliation, nothing. But I'll tell you, it is terrorism attack. So they went from them, they left home today to go and pray to God. And they were killed by terrorists in the presence of their God. Would you say, God was not present in that time? That is how terrible bad leadership, terrible disjointed country. The result of that is what you just seen. And there is no way you will not, if you are one of the victims, or when I say victims, because the people who died, they are not the only people who died. There are members of their families that the death of these people are going to kill them. They are already dead right now. And they will never remain the same again because of this event. And to make it worse, the same system, the same government that failed is going to move on and forget them, abandon them. But that's why I said, you have been hearing about it in Borno. You have been hearing about it in Sokoto. You have been hearing about all this terrorism everywhere. Now, you are no longer just hearing now that you are alive as a Yoruba man. Now, this is you knowing that Yorubaland is under attack. We are under attack. If you don't believe before, this is it. There is no prior any problem with people. And even if there was any problem, would you go into a church where children, aged men and women, young men and women, innocent people, and then you slaughter them? The governor of the state met with them. But yeah, like I said, I love the response of the Yorubas, everyone around today who is currently in Owo, donating blood, offering their services. There are doctors who are there to give them, doctors from another place. They are traveling down to Owo, to the place where the survivors are being treated. Yeah, right now. This is not government or anything. People are already mobilizing. That's why I said from tomorrow, I want to see the response of the Yorubas. When I say the Yorubas, the pro-Nigerian, those who are promoting election and the rest of them, those who think Yoruba should still be part of Nigeria, in this arrangement, so I want to see their reaction from tomorrow. But one of those who have made it upon themselves that we are ready to offer free service to help. We can see all the doctors from these medical facilities, despite the poor, facilities they have to work with, right? They are doing their best to keep alive those who are still wounded. And from there, you are going to begin to get the figures tomorrow from somebody who is right there at the center where people are being treated from the terrorist attack today.
I'm Dr. Niran Okunriboye. I'm Dr. Niro Okunreboye. Right now, in fact, honestly speaking, I was in church, the Methodist church, the war. So around 12 o'clock, I could boom, boom. So I woke up. This is a bomb. What I bomb sound why? Within 5-10 minutes, one the church come, Catholic church, St. Francis, they want to bomb, they want to pààyàn lọ. So I like to sacro in church pé ká rush. As bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, I have a branch of my hospital. Mo ní ẹ̀ka ilé-iṣẹ́ mi, personal hospital ní billboard. Wọ́n á rí pé crowd yẹn St. Louis hospital being a Catholic hospital ní wọ́n kó wá. So we like to rush down so that ká lè ran àwọn, because àwọn tó farapa ti pọ̀ jù. 5 minutes ago, mo kàn lọ wo mortuary. I saw 12 dead bodies, including a handsome young boy kan tó yẹ pé kò ju ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin. Right now, our doctors ń bí ń ṣiṣẹ́ in their theatre. I just assisted some of the people, mo evaluate wọn pé kò sí critically ètò pẹ́pọ́ lè kú nú àwọn tó wà ní bed. So it's kíní yóò funny o, kò funny o, kò funny o. Àánú ṣe mí o, mo ṣe wà mo kàn hang around pé in case they will need assistance again. All the doctors are working, and as we speak, Federal Medical Center wọ́n kà wọ́n kan lọ sọ́hùn, and some other private. So kọ́lọ̀ ń gbà wá o, ìlú yìí ò rọgbọ mọ́ o, ìlú ò rọgbọ o, àdúrà ni o.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ni ẹ ti gbọ́ láti ẹnu dókítà Níran Òkúnrìbóyè lórí bí wọ́n ṣe sá wá bí láti ṣe.
Ẹ ṣeun ọ̀lọ́ dókítà wa. So what they did was to first detonate. So in fact, in one of the videos that I have seen, I actually saw a man or a woman, a body that looked like that of a man, a shattered body that you could say looked like a suicide bomber. Now, my own theory about the terrorist attack in Yorubaland today, to let you know that it is coordinated, it is deliberate, is that we have been told that we have been surrounded. They are just waiting for signal. Once they start the signal, what happened in Ondo State today will start happening everywhere, including in Lagos. Yes. So, with what I have seen so far, there is a shared body that looked like that of a man, and this part was pretty much like with the impact of something that looked like, it wasn't a gunshot. Dead, and that could be suicide bombers. Suicide bombers that will walk into churches, and the moment the bombs goes off, their fellow terrorists hanging about, they will get it and they will just attack the place. They knew then that a lot of people will be attending the church service, a Catholic church for that matter. Now, that is, like I said, an attack on the people of Yoruba and their own faith by terrorists that politicians, Buhari and gang, brought into Nigeria. And the reason why this whole thing is going to be at the doorstep of the criminals is that they have been making laws to criminalize any exposure, report that has to do with the Fulani terrorism in any part of Nigeria. Media houses are sanctioned for reporting the accurate things. Journalists are being sanctioned and arrested, jailed for reporting on this same thing in Nigeria. So they have tried to make laws, hate speech law, social media law, all of these laws to gag us from speaking out because they knew what they are going to do to us. And they are doing them now. And today, the media in Nigeria are also towing the line, manipulating the information, misleading the people, and at the same time, trying to control the narrative, right? But the reality is this, on record, the American CIA, FBI, and the American government generally, you like them or you hate them. You can call them whatever you want to call them. But you see this information, yeah? The first person that gave that to us was late Obadia Mailafia, the former central bank scribe at the time. Then America told us that and what Mailafia told us was that by the second quarter of 2022, they are going to start the process of leading Nigeria into a civil war because they will attack Yorubaland, a place that they've always felt that they will always find allies in the Project One Nigeria. Fraudulent, corrupt political class, the traditional Kabiesis, royal fathers, and so many other faceless criminals who are pro-One Nigeria. So they believe that somehow, Yorubas will be the last. And Mailafia told us they will attack Yorubaland. They will kill our prominent people. They are talking about people that will make you react. They will go into your synagogues. They will go into your mosque. They will go into your schools. They will attack you where it's going to hurt, right? And they will expect you to react so that Nigeria can lead to civil war. And that's the purpose of that civil war is pretty much like an ethnic cleansing to legitimize it. Many people, in fact, felt like Mailafia was just talking nonsense. Same way, just many people, because they want to be politically correct, continue to believe the side of the fraudigeria, Nigeria, Fulanized government on their stories on Nnamdi Kanu. You are all going to come back and realize that you have been played. And they, as those who actually write the script and everything happening to us today, you will be so angry, so sad when you realize that you have been played. But to lead Nigeria to civil war, they would have to provoke Yorubas. And it seems that this is June 2022, end of second quarter of 2022. Now they are not attacking us in the middle of the night. They are not kidnapping our people while they are traveling through the motorways. They are not invading our farms and our villages, sending our people to IDP camps. They are now doing it in broad daylight. This time around, all of us who think this is an exaggeration and the rest of it. Now, this is not an exaggeration. This is real. And as they say, if you see something, say something, just like Akeredolu said. Sorry for the quality of this video. Please, let's see if we can manage some part of it. The governor of the state rushed back after he joined them in propagating the Yoruba president. Yoruba must be president. Southern Nigeria must be president. At the end of the day, they put security, local security together. Nigeria said they cannot harm them. They put, what do you call it? Amotekun together. Nigeria said they cannot give them arm. Now today we are vulnerable. They want power. Their people are dying. But good enough. He rushed back. Even though tonight and tomorrow is also crucial to them in their political career. But for political, whatever, show off, whatever you want to call it, Akeredolu rushed back. Oh, he rushed back to Ondo, at least as their leader.
Horrific. I don't want to talk about what we see or what we hear happens in America. What has happened here is child's play. What happened in America is child's play. information security agencies, these are the most outstanding acts that can ever happen in society. That it happened in a church, to say the least, is most condemnable. I had leave Abuja immediately to here because this is so important. I feel terribly grieved, and I can understand that. Yes, and you know. Yes, and I will tell you. Have you bought that now? Say, but let me let you know. We have it. How come what you want church is an object? On a age on a mass of Kevin wants to get it. Okay, Jimmy, can't block on a oh, I must say, on you tell you, bag in the wabu. Yes, and now we go actually like age of all the actions of way. Our Ghana, our RTC. Ofe beg the wa. Or for ye age, Emma that retaliates. Emma, the Louis Flavia Cabonet, madam. Our Tikawa, I'm on Rati, and name.
As usual, he acknowledged what happened. Then he's telling them not to do anything. But let's say that's for the camera. And this is where me and you, this is where we have a conversation as a people. If you have come to that term that Yorubas are not asking for any war or dominance from anywhere, Buhari and APC, they opened the door for the terrorists to walk into Nigeria. Buhari and APC, they gave succor and comfort to the terrorists in Nigeria. Buhari and APC, they created Operation Safe Corridor for repentant terrorists, even when Nigerians are still being murdered, kidnapped, villages ransacked, children killed. Buhari and APC, they are celebrating repentant terrorists, and in fact, they are now reintegrating those repentant terrorists, recruiting them into the Nigerian army, which then, solidify the conviction that Buhari and APC, they are the Boko Haram, they are the terrorists. And if you can't see that, then you are not looking at all. And I hope you don't become the victim. And then when you're gone, you will realize, and it will be too late. Yorubas came together, the political class. They did a meeting. They publicized it. And they said, in order to give us the control over this spreading insecurity and terrorists to the southern Nigeria, we want to first stop the movement of cows by foot in Yorubaland. The northern politicians, they came together, the same northern politicians who have been using the allocation they get from Nigeria every month to pay off terrorists. They call them repentants. Many of them came back to apologize that the terrorists fooled them. Yes, they will get allocation from Abuja, this northern governor. So Zamfara is one of them. Borno, Niger, Sokoto, Katsina, that is where Buhari comes from. These states have paid off terrorists. They bought them vehicles. They gave them money. Only for, I'm not talking about cheap money, I'm talking about billions of naira. They celebrated giving them this money. Now, those terrorists got those money, got more weapons, got more audacious, and they attacked the military bases. In Nigeria today, Nigeria military under this, their government in Nigeria, is in a defense mood. They are not allowed to go and attack. They are not allowed to go after terrorists. They are only attack. I mean, also they are only allowed to just react, and their reaction is to stop all the locals, I mean, all the indigenous people from grouping and at least putting up a fight. That is the work of your government. They disarmed the people from southern Nigeria. They told them to give up their arms. APC, Egbekegbe, after opening the border, after making laws, they even wanted to do a law. They call it Waterway Bill. What is Waterway Bill? The Buhari's government and APC, Egbekegbe, they were trying to make laws that will give the government of Nigeria the right to all of the waterways in Nigeria. There is no waterway in northern Nigeria, or don't forget, you. The reason why they initially said they are invading southern Nigeria was because their cows needed water. All the money they are collecting from Nigeria every month, the northern governors, none of them could invest in Ruga, in cattle colony, in ranching, build irrigation to feed their cow or you know, give to their cows. Then the southern governor said, this whole thing that they are calling farmers' others clashes is a pure lie. But in order for them to be politically correct, they just want to be politically correct. They said they were banning open grazing. They were banning movement of cow. I mean, government that wanted to give waterways to terrorists, they said we should learn how to live with our killers, your land or your life. If you are alive, that is why you are fighting for your father's land, our land, our land, our land. What is wrong with you? Just share some. The person who said this is not an Hausa man. Is not a Fulani man. Is not a northerner. Is no other person than the special advisor to Buhari on media, Femi Oponu Adeshina. He told us, barefaced, go and check it online. He said before these killings will stop, we must learn how to live with our killers. It's either your land or your life. That is the purpose of Ruga. Give small portion of your land. They will stop killing you. But we all know it's not about land. But Buhari's government, rather than to go after the terrorists, APC government under Buhari in 7 years, they were struggling with Nigerians to part with their lands, part with their waterways, and they have a waterway bill. That waterway bill will give them the right to all the waters in Yorubaland, in Igboland, in the entire southern Nigeria, and not just the waters. 10 miles from the bank of every water. What does that tell you? So many of you who are jumping up for one Nigeria, you people want to cause war in Nigeria. All these things about break up Nigeria, you want to cause war. What is all this nonsense? Why can't we all come together and work together and this and that? There is already war. Abi, what do you call what happened in Ondo today? That is war. That will never happen anywhere in the whole world. And the people will react as, don't let us just stand, let us just ask God to fight for us. They might have made you that dumb, but listen to me. Everybody will not remain that dumb. So they said, let's ban open grazing. The northern governors who have allowed terrorists to continue, they said the solution is waterway bill. Waterway bill will give them 10 miles from your water bank. If you have a river in your village, now from the bank of that your river in your village, your stream and all of that, now you will now measure 10 miles. I'm not saying 10 meters, because if they write 10 and M, you may think they say 10 meters. 10 miles, which is about 13 or 14 kilometers. More we use kilometer. So now measure 14 kilometers from the river, that river that you drank when you were a kid, that waterways, that big ocean at the back of your house. All of you living in Lagos that are claiming that you don't have land, all of your barbish, all of everything. Now I want you to put a measurement. If you are a surveyor, 10 miles will belong to the federal government of Nigeria, which simply means all of you who are living in 5 miles, 8 miles, 10-mile radius to every river or water in every part of southern Nigeria, what Buhari thought would be the solution to stop all of these killings is for them to give them up. Your land will be gone. Your village will be gone. Some villages, I know, if you measure the entire stretch of the land, they are not up to 5 miles before you get to another village. Some are not up to 3 miles. The entire village, the entire community, they are not up to 7 miles. If you walk the entire stretch, you'll be in another town. Now imagine how many of you jumping up for one Nigeria. It can never happen in Yorubaland. They can never try that in Yorubaland. All of you saying that 2 years ago, do you now see what is happening in Yorubaland? Some of you are even debating, what if they are not Fulani? What if they are this or that? See, listen to me. What has surrounded us in Yorubaland is bigger than Fulani as men. Is bigger than Fulani with AK-47. Buhari opened the doors. America said southern Nigeria will completely be wrapped up, and with one single signal here, single signal there, once in a while. And since all they do is to spread fear, Lagos is the heartland of Yorubaland, Abi, you will see what they will do. And you know why they will do it? Because those who are going to continue to play politics, to play mind game, the people who made you believe that the situation is not as bad in the last 5 years, they have told you as a Yoruba man, it's not that bad. You see all this Maiyegun and all these people, they like to exaggerate, they just exaggerate and all of that. They sit down abroad. I know many of you are so comfortable in dismissing this. They sit down abroad. They will be inciting people instead of all of us to come together. Are those people who are killed in Ondo State today, are they those who are inciting people too? Or are they those calling for war? We are in Yorubaland. Yorubas are not, when you look at those who are kidnapping, killing, and then ransacking and burning down properties in northern Nigeria, you will never say, since they have been arresting and releasing them, since they have been pardoning the terrorists, you cannot tell me nowhere on record they will say, just one single one of the terrorists killing people in northern Nigeria, doing all these atrocities, there is nowhere you will see they will say a Yoruba man is arrested as one of the repentant jihadists or one of the dead terrorists in northern Nigeria. So how come you as a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman, you are not really concerned about those who have the audacity to tell me that since you are a southerner, you are just an infidel, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim. And you are witnessing those who said Nigeria must become a caliphate. Boko Haram, Fulani terrorists, and the rest of them, who are killing people because of the name of religion, shouting Allahu Akbar, killing innocent people. You are watching them spreading down south. And right before your eyes, my eyes, what we were denying is now happening in broad daylight. And we see them. You can't say Yorubas tie bomb to himself, walked into a church. You can't say Yorubas are those who jumped on a bike, or, oh, they are the Igbos, oh, they are this or that. We know those who have attacked us. We know those who have killed our people. And we know why they are doing it. And anyone who is trying to be politically correct about it, because of this fraud, one Nigeria, you will be doing a self-destruct if you ever entertain any conversation that is trying to downplay this and make you feel like you as a person, you have a role to fight terrorists. All you have to do is just pray. You will be a victim. I will be a victim if all of us are beginning to think like that. And that is why those of you who believe that this is being exaggerated, you see those things that you saw in Owo today, is happening in every part of Yorubaland. They just didn't do them at once. Our people ended up in Benin Republic for over a year. Did you see the Yorubas react the same way they are reacting in Ondo today? In one single night, they killed hundreds of our people across different communities in Yorubaland in Ogun State. I won't stop sharing this video with you because it is a reminder to tell you that whatever you are seeing today is not the first time. So if I tell you now that it's not going to be the last time, then would you believe me?
Yeah. Due to that crisis, Fulani crisis that was occurred at our country, that's the reason why we migrated to this place. We are forcefully migrated to this place due to that. By force. By force. It's not by willingness. Women.
Oh, man or women. How much are us, man or women?
Only you.
Are dying here.
Both the women and men migrated from that area to this.
No.
And
how much?
People died.
They say how many people they killed there.
Okay.
There are few many people. But that our many people. Many people have lost their lives. People are still migrating because of that. What happened? It's because of the Fulani crisis. Fulani, they are killing the people anyhow.
They are killing the people
anyhow. They will move from any village, from one village to another. They will migrate from one place to another. They just keep people. That's the reason why the people are scared. They move down to
Not many believed them. Not many came to their rescue. Thousands of them are still in Pobe, in Benin Republic. They did the same thing in Ogun, like I told you earlier. The victims of that attack, they are still alive. No single person was arrested or prosecuted for this attack. So it's beyond Fulani, this and that now. The terrorists are in Yorubaland. And I remember telling you some times ago, I said, they deliberately made us vulnerable, weaker, and they will continue to do so until the Yorubas put an end to it. And time to put an end to it is now. You are all going to drop your hypocrisy. You are all of us are going to man up This is not the first time. And I said that wherever you are living in any part of the world, you are not safe. The reason why you are not safe is because if by any chance from your comfort zone, right, as they are living in denial back home, if you found yourself in Nigeria and you become a victim, your story will be a bit of an example to others who don't believe this is happening. We don't have all the identity of those who killed in Ondo State today. I can tell you about a woman who traveled back to Nigeria, shared her story, got kidnapped because she was traveling from Ondo back to Lagos in one weekend like that with her family, her husband and her daughter. They got kidnapped, raped. The trauma of that attack made the woman to say she would never, her family, her offspring and everything that comes from her would never have anything to do with Nigeria anymore. There are many, many people who are, many of us, many of you watching me right now, who are still undecided, that are still going to come to that time. And I pray you are not going to come to that time through an harrowing experience like this. Nobody deserves to suffer what people who died in Yorubaland today. Nobody deserves to die like that. Politicians in Yorubaland are collecting security votes every month, hundreds of millions of naira that they share for themselves and their cronies. Why they leave the people vulnerable? Even when they attempted to help, they knew then that the system will never allow them to do that. Nigeria is a country of over 250 ethnic nationalities. The fusion together forcefully of Nigeria was not done by the colonialists only. Because when Nigeria got independence, or Nigeria was to get independence, the idea of fusing us together as one Nigeria with different cultural, traditional, backgrounds, our progenitors, our forebearers, the people before us, who negotiated for the independence of Nigeria, you know what they did? They negotiated along ethnic, regional agreements. These people, all these people from this part, they share common language, common tradition, common culture, religion, and every other thing that makes them a little bit they can stay on their own. So we got independence as regional people, not as one Nigerian, which means we were in charge of our own security. Of course, yes, we were. We were in charge of our own economy. We were able to determine how we wanted to grow, and things were going on fine until 1966, when this one Nigeria happened to us. And since then, strange people have been given the responsibility of protecting us in our different part of Nigeria. The purpose is not to protect us. The purpose is to monitor us. If we try to be rebellious at any point in time, they can crush us, spread fear. That is why we are where we are now today. So if you are a Yoruba man, I want you to begin to bury that idea of one Nigeria in your brain. It is not real. And things that will begin to happen now are going to show you that they are not real. And you need to retrace. You need to refine. You need to retrace yourself back to who you are. I know who I am. I am a Yoruba man before Nigeria. My forebearers existed before Nigeria. And that is why we said, if Nigeria can no longer protect us, which is so obvious, deliberate, intentional, our people who have made effort to fight back, they have been repelled. They have been killed by the same system. And guess what? The Yorubas who claim to be Yoruba leaders, collecting security votes and the rest of them, the Fulani-led terrorist government in Nigeria forbid them from buying weapons to protect ourselves. Nigeria won't protect us. Yoruba set up security, local security to go after these terrorists and just get them out of Yorubaland. This is not Yorubas going to Borno or going anywhere else. This is not the Igbos coming to Yorubaland to come and kill us. This is a pure, Fulani terrorists from the Sahel. Many of them are speaking French. And they are right there in Yorubaland. These are terrorists. These are not Fulani nomad, as they have disguised them to us in years. So if you are a Yoruba man that is calling for self-defense, you are not asking us to start war. You are asking us to save ourselves from one. We didn't ask for this war. Of course we didn't. Yorubas didn't ask for this. The Biafrans didn't ask for this. The Biafrans even fought to leave this whole thing. Nigeria forced them to stay. So are they going to force the Yorubas to stay too? Are you going to force the Yorubas to stay? My brother, my sister, Ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá, one Nigerian nation. Every time you come up with this idea of how to make Nigeria better, despite all you know, all these obvious things, are used. Do you know that every time you are fighting and bringing up this all these funny ideas or how to come together, unite, what you are doing is that you are forcing Nigeria. I mean, you are forcing Nigeria on Yorubas. You are forcing Yorubas to stay in Nigeria. And as a Yoruba man, that is not anything good. You are self-destroying yourselves. A system that will not allow Yorubas to protect ourselves. A system that says if Yorubas, despite all the money, the expertise, the exposure, Yorubas can protect ourselves. But Nigeria is structured in a way that the moment Yorubas do that, at least publicly, it is considered a secession. Now, all of you who are hiding, being politically correct, because you don't want them to call you secessionist, you don't want them to call you or charge you for treason. Well, you have already been condemned to death. Now they will be the one to show us mercy with what they have done to us. Who told you? Your own man, a southerner, becoming a president is going to get all of these terrorists away? Who told you? They have a plan of conducting an election. How could you say you want to conduct an election when the Yorubas have now been marked for death? But again, without having to spread fear, let's talk about what we can do. I'm a Yoruba man, and I consider that I am my own kith and kings, my own people, we are under attack. And this time, every response is justified. That is why I'm about to make the following suggestions. They are very easy to implement, good to share in public. And if we manage to do that, we will likely be helping ourselves not just to stay alive, at the same time to fight and break ourselves from the shacklehood, the lies, just before they kill us. Yorubaland can protect ourselves. The plan they have for us is not good. They are going to kill us. And they are going to do them so seamlessly, and there will be no resistance. They moved all of the defense, tangible defense weapons. They moved them to northern Nigeria. And most of these weapons, they are now in the hands of these terrorists that are now coming down south. Not just coming down, they are there already. They have shown their hands in Lagos. They can take care of Lagos State like you've never seen before, and there will be no response. There will be casualties. School children are going to be kidnapped. But how do we prevent all of this? This simple information can help us. Yorubas have experts. We have Yoruba sons and daughters who are retired military personnel. I bet many of you, I know, I've actually read it somewhere that some of you are volunteering, in fact, writing the Nigerian army, that you want to come and help them to fight for terrorism and the rest. No. Well, let's start with those that we are going to come back to when this whole ceiling comes crashing. If you are a retired security personnel and a Yoruba man, there is no better time than now for you to put that your expertise into use. And when I say into use, I am talking about the current community you live in. There are many of you who know the hot spots where this whole terrorism is going to be taking place in Yorubaland in the coming days, coming weeks, as they will try to distract you with election campaigns and the rest. Some of you know that the hot spots are Ogun State, Ondo State, and Oyo State, as well as the rest of Yorubaland. So many of you need to leave the city now. You need to go back to these communities and begin to help us, recruit the local volunteers who knows the terrains better, who knows the routes better. We need you to begin to train them in what we call the self-defense, a sort of an attack mechanism that can possibly overwhelm these terrorists who actually knows us better. Trust me, they have the map of Yorubaland. When they kidnapped that Methodist prelate and he was released, he said they have the map of Yorubaland, and when they are ready, Ibadan, Ondo, Oyo, which is Ibadan in Oyo, they will start the killings, and it will be done broad daylight, just like what happened in Ondo. It's not even up to a week when that prelate told us that. Now, all of you are security experts. We need you back home now, especially those of you who are in Nigeria to start with. Now, to all of you who are security experts, Yoruba security experts abroad. Now, this is where we also need you. You need, I'm not asking us to, put it this way. Those who are back home, who are going to help us in the area of tactical training, maneuvering, attack, disarmament, and all of that, because the terrorists don't come in 10s or in 20s or in 30s, they come in hundreds. So if communities can be trained in a sort of a response mechanism, is something that a local way of alerting all other communities. So a cluster-like a security system that, we have Amotekun, and that is the one that they are not making to fly. But I'm coming back to that. I'm talking to you now individually, because you know what? If we wait for the politicians, if we wait for Amotekun, if we wait for all these sweet talkers, we are all going to be dead before the dawn. Before dawn. So I'm asking you now that the moment we have these people who are ready, because we already have them, by the way, we just need the real experts. So many of you have probably fought war before, in Nigeria, and you are there in Yorubaland right now. You need to help us build a new cluster-like security system, a system that can allow this community or this town, this village, to raise alarm the moment they come under attack. And since the Fulani terrorists and all these Wahhabists, or this is swap ISIL terrorists in Yorubaland, since they already have all the map of Yorubaland, you are a Yoruba man. Nobody can know Yorubaland more than you. You have not just been paying attention. We need to do this ASAP. I'm talking about starting from tomorrow. So ASAP. Now, when you build this cluster system that can allow us to raise alarm enough, and before they finish any operation, right, you can already mobilize from all other communities to join the ones that are being attacked. And they are not just going to, we are not just going to be here screaming and asking for justice. You can actually give them justice right there. Yes, they will come in and kill our people if they are lucky. Yeah. And then, but they won't leave that scene. And I want that to happen now in Yorubaland. We are not going to continue to complain. Okay. Oh, what are they going to use to fight? Well, I said something right now about all of you as security experts abroad. Well, it has come to us now that if they are lawless, why should you be lawful? We have Seme border. We have a Cotonou border. We have a Idiroko border. Make do with that wherever you can. We have security expert that told us that Yorubas, that they can map out all of these illegal camps in Yorubaland. How about we put that to use? I'm not saying you should do that and bring it on social media. I'm talking about all of you. You are security expert, aren't you? I'm not asking you to go and work with Nigerian police, Nigerian army. I'm talking about working with our willing Yorubas who are doing their best right now. They don't have real equipment to fight. They don't have the real resources to defend themselves. But you, the security expert abroad, you have not just, it's not just your experience that you have, right? It's not just your wealth of training that you have, right? You also have resources that you can also bring to work for us this time around, okay? Map out all this land of Yorubaland from the sky. Provide intel of this illegal location. Let us have our own intel that actually is put to test. We know those who have done that before, but they never, ever really give it a follow-up. I'm asking you right now, wherever you are watching me from all over the world right now, you may be asking, who should you talk to? You don't need to talk to anybody. Call somebody in your village. You are from somewhere in Yorubaland, and you are a security expert abroad, Abi. You should have some resources as well that you are going to use. And when you talk about people who are ready to actually work with you, they are there in Yorubaland. Oloye Sunday Igboho did not pay a dime to anybody. His own openness and then, his courage encouraged so many other Yorubas, or all across, young Yorubas across Yorubaland. They are ready. All they need is the proper guidance. That is where all of us who are Yorubas are brought. This is not time to gloat. This is not time to point fingers. This is time to actually do something. Something that will eventually show that, you know what, when we say we are living, especially now that we are saying that we are living, right? Those who believe that spreading fear, terrorism, killing us, and killing our own children in their prime, killing our innocent people in their own, right there in their worship center, it will not become a thing with us. But we are not going to say that alone. We need to do it. As for myself and my friends, especially on Maiyegun's diary Politico, yes, we have our own things that are ongoing. We need to make you know that the divided Nigeria is real. The planned genocide in Nigeria is real. What is going on in Benue State is not coincidence. What they are doing in Igbo land today is not by accident. They believe the divide and rule will make them achieve their objective. But let me say this to you. We are all victims here. I am saying it to you again. If we continue to point fingers, if we continue to wait for the politicians, now put it this way, Tifnumbu want to be president for the sake of just want to be president. Ask him, what is his plan to clear Yorubaland of terrorists? He has no plan. He will tell you by now, if he hasn't made any statement, he hasn't made any yet, Abi. But if he's yet to make any statement, just go and listen to his statement. It will break your heart more. He will come here and tell you, first they will say they condemn the attackers. The next thing is going to tell you to support Buhari. Buhari is doing his best. And then he, as presidential this or that, when he becomes president, he's going to continue from where Buhari stopped. Don't forget, now Buhari bring in terrorists, Now Buhari, they do, what do you call it? It is the same Buhari that is releasing repentant terrorists, It is the same Buhari that told us to give them lands, It is the same Buhari that is sending soldiers to all the indigenous people standing up against these terrorists. They call them troublemakers. People want to divide Nigeria. They are not telling you why. People are tired and they don't want to be part of this anymore. How can you continue to be part of something that your hands are tied, your legs are tied, you are just waiting like a Christmas goat, waiting to be slaughtered. The day you are going to be slaughtered, you don't know. But because they don't want you to just die without being slaughtered, they are feeding you with lies, with faboos, with hopeless hope. They are giving you things to make you wait for your death. And like I said, we are all victims waiting to happen. So if anybody comes out in Yorubaland, and today they are still politically correct about it, remember this: when they get the power, now so they go deny you. Shebi Buhari is the president of Nigeria. Do you know how many school children they have kidnapped in Katsina State? Do you know how many people who are now refugees from Katsina State in another country? Chad, Cameroon, Mali, Niger, people from Buhari's town, Daura, they were killed, kidnapped. The head of Daura happened to be an in-law to Buhari. They kidnapped him. They paid ransom to free him. So why do you now think if Numbu wants to be president, or Shibajo that is vice president there, that is lying to you that Buhari is doing his best? But their best is that when you read your budget, you will see allocation for repentant terrorists. And Buhari, Tinubu said he's coming to continue that. Oshibajo said he's coming to continue that. Yorubas have no real weapon like the terrorists. The other organ of Nigeria that has the real weapons to fight war, but they won't fight it with the terrorists, is the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Navy, Nigeria Police, the DSS. They are all protecting the terrorists. They will arrest you for asking Nigerians or anybody in Yorubaland to defend themselves. If you don't believe me, ask yourself, what exactly is the offense of Igboho when Igboho said, they are killing my people, they are killing my people. And if they will not let us defend ourselves, why are we still part of Nigeria then? What kind of country is this? What kind of condition is this? That was all Igboho said, though. But because they wanted power, they needed power in 2023, Igboho said, Igboho had no problem everywhere in Yorubaland. The day Igboho said he was going to go to Lagos, that was the moment they killed 2 people in Igboho's house. That was the moment they wanted Igboho dead. And guess what? The people who will claim to love Yorubaland, they kept mute, including Tifnumbu. Who told you, or who is telling you, that Tifnumbu call is coming to come and send these terrorists away? Are you that slow? Come on, you can't be that slow. We have nearly we have over 3,600 of us on Maiyegun's Diary Politico YouTube. And I bet majority of those who are joining us on this broadcast tonight or this moment, many of you are joining just because of what happened. You are joining for the first time. Would you mind to take a minute while I also take a tea break? Would you mind? Take a moment. Leave the comment section. Like the video. Okay? We call it offerings on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Share the video. And can you also manage and subscribe? If you are watching me on Facebook, good enough, we have a lot of us there as well. And this is your first time. This is Maiyegun. And don't be surprised. This is not the first time Maiyegun is talking about this. We have been warning. I have been doing this for more than 10 years. I was called a noisemaker. I was called a ranter. I was called attention seeker. Many of the things I talked about, they said I was just looking for trouble. But many of the things we said are now happening. And like I said, we are all victims waiting to happen. So there is more from where what you are listening to tonight comes from. So take a moment, like the video, share it. And when I get back, I call it a tea break. When I get back, I will continue from where we are. We are stopping. Mazi.
My name is Nnamdi. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
This is 2021. Some people are already getting ready to kill themselves over 2023. And they don't even know whether there will be 2023. They don't even know if there is 2023, whether they will still be around. There's nobody here who can say for sure that we will still be around by tomorrow. Nobody. It is God who determines who will still be around by 2023. Somebody said to me, sir, who do you think should be president in 2023? I said, president of where? He said, president of Nigeria. How are you sure there will be Nigeria in 2023? How are you sure? Can you swear? I pray there will be, so don't misquote me. But are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
And if not for the people want to be politically correct, I don't pray you become a victim, but my prayer can't help you. People were praying today. Would you say God did not see that coming? Would you not want to blaspheme against God? Like I said before. But if you still think it's about being president, it's about this or that, I'm not going to say I feel sorry for you. But I just hope Yorubaland, which has become their Sambisa, doesn't go up in smoke before your 2023. I am a Yoruba man. I am concerned. And I will be pretending if I tell you that I am not worried. I am worried not because of what is upon us. I am worried if at this point, before another one happened, as Yorubas, we will now have to set our priorities right. To be president of murderous Nigeria, or to be the free people of a land that is flowing with milk and honey, a peaceful land that we are all meant to be great. Set our priority. Nobody can save Nigeria. Why don't we save ourselves from this disaster that is upon us? The killers who went to church and killed people today, unfortunately, they did not give the worshippers a chance to ask, who are you going to vote for? Are you PDP or are you APC? So that they can separate those that believe that their own man has the solution than the other man. They did not give them a chance to say a word, not even the last one. They were cut short in their prime. And that could be you. It could be your sister. I mean, I'm an Ijebu man. I am worried because in that church, by the time they begin to bring out all of the victims and their names, don't be surprised. You will see Ijebu there. You will see Yorubas. I mean, as you believe that, as it happened in Yorubaland, by the time they begin to mention the names of the victims, you will see Igbos there. You will see people from all across southern Nigeria who are residents in that Owo. People who are managing their local life in their local communities peacefully, and on a Sunday wanted to go and pray to their God, thank their God, and ask for God's protection, since Nigeria cannot really protect them. If you meet them, they will tell you, my brother, now God, they protect us, which means they have submitted their protection to God. So which means wherever you are right now, by the time they start mentioning the names of the victims, you will realize that they probably are not just Yorubas. And that is why I appealed to your humanity. You see what is upon us? There is no point in grandstanding. There's no point in pretending. Hypocrisy won't help. Trying to argue it out is not going to help. This is an attack on Yorubaland. This is a declaration war on the Yoruba people. And if you don't see that, I'll pray for you never to be a victim. Because right there where you are, you may receive a phone call tonight that one of the victims is somebody you know, somebody you love, and you don't know yet. People who come from Ondo State right now, or what, all over the world, I can bet my right ball that many of them are calling home now, trying to find out if any member of their family is affected. Maybe even if you are reading this comment, you will see those who are victims or their family members are victims of what we are talking about right now. This is just to tell you that this is real. And if they continue to tell you to keep Nigeria one, ask them for what? For what? The indigenous people in Nigeria deserve the chance to come together and discuss if they want to live or not. I mean, this whole thing, ask yourselves, is this not enough to ask and call for national conference where the Biafrans, the Yorubas, and every ethnic nationality in Nigeria can decide to just part their ways? Is this not worth that? Is this not bigger than election? You may not be telling yourselves the truth. I just don't want you to be the truth. I don't want you to be the victim that I'm going to, because of him or her, turn on my camera to be able to warn others. Yesterday's survivors. They are today's victims, oh. Today's survivors. They are tomorrow's victims, oh. Those who survived 7 years of Buhari and APC. See where they met their death. These are people who probably don't even care who is president or who is governor, who is anything. They just want to live. Children killed. So if you don't believe that we are under attack, this is real. And to many people now, they will tell you, this one, it hit home differently. We know they have been doing this to us in Yorubaland all this while. But you see this one, Maiyegun, this one, he hit home. We can't fight. We set up Amotekun. They are not allowed to carry gun. Amotekun are now checking phones to see if you are talking to Yahoo or if you are talking to a client or whatever. Amotekun is now settling fights between boyfriend, girlfriend. Amotekun is now going after Ake inside their poly. The purpose of setting Amotekun up was simply because you could call them the forest rangers. I'm talking about armed forest rangers, all illegal settlers in our forests who are currently hibernating around us, waiting to kill us, like what happened in Owo today. Amotekun was meant to go after them. And you can't go after terrorists with Shakabula. Nigeria, with the collaboration of Yoruba governors, see. I call it collaboration. They came out boldly to ban open grazing. Are you not still seeing cows? Ondo State is a place where ban on open grazing to some extent have been really implemented. They have been arresting cows in Ondo. They have been arresting the owners of the cows and their guns. They have been fighting, to some extent, Amotekun, they have been fighting these terrorists, but we all know that they have been disarmed. They are not allowed to carry weapons. In northern Nigeria, they have something called JTF, Joint Task Force. Okay? It is called CJTF, civilian plus, it is called joint, which is civilian and military. You will see hunters, you will see vigilantes in northern Nigeria. They will be carrying Mark 9, Mark 4. They will be carrying AK-47, automatic rifles, machine guns. They will be carrying them to go and trace these terrorists whenever they are allowed to do. And guess what? Well, they are part of those being slaughtered like nothing by these terrorists in northern Nigeria. But they are allowed to carry weapons. But in Yorubaland, in Igboland, if they see you with one blacksmith made this, we have a name for them in Yorubaland. What do we call a blacksmith in Yorubaland again? Agbede. All these guns, this shotgun made by Agbedes, the blacksmith in Yorubaland, in Igboland, if they see you with one, you are a terrorist. Meanwhile, AK-47 bombing, dynamite throwing terrorists, they are called disgruntled ADAS, farmers ADAS clashes. So in Yorubaland, even the government established security harm in Yorubaland, they are not allowed to defend Yoruba people. So Amotekun is not there for us. So before you become a victim, listen to me. Ileti Yao. I am going to do the Yoruba version of this broadcast. And I'm also going to open the line now. For everyone who might want to call in, please remember, this is Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Okay? Somehow, you probably will never be welcome if you are here to come and tell us to what? To pray. If you are here to come and tell us to be politically correct and all of that, you are likely not going to receive a welcome wherever here. Because if you have that intention, as me, I will listen to you. I will listen to you to say whatever you want to say, okay? But if you have a chance, after saying whatever you want to say, that is pro-Nigeria, one Nigeria, I will appeal to you. Don't go back and read the comments. You probably won't have a good night. So let me go and make myself another tea. And for everyone who hasn't dropped their own offering, which is like the video, share it. Subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary Politico just before I get back. And I'll start taking calls for like another hour. And then we'll call it a night to continue to get the details of what happened, the victims, their names, and on like that. Okay? Like the video, share it, and I will be back in another 2 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, I have here with me a caller on the line. Hello there.
Thank you, my brother, man.
Hi, Baba.
This is Rodney from London.
Oh, Rodney, sir. You are live. Just because of the traffic and all of that, I would appreciate if you make it, so quick so that we can have as many people as possible, sir. So here we are. Go on.
We don't call you general for a joke. We don't call you 10-star. I don't call you 10-star general for a joke. We are not Nigeria. Now, a general is one who has gone to war. And when we say general, it's because we're talking about war. This is a declaration of war on the Yorubaland. And I am shocked that there are any indigenous people in Nigeria still who would even be questioning what is going on. I think those people also, they should be taken and dragged to the street the way the Fulani should be dragged to the street, to be honest. I think they should all face the same. Those people who kill people with impunity, those people who break into people's privacy, who just cut people's lives short, who just clean them out of this earth. I don't bloody care where they are from. I don't bloody care if they are from the Sahel, if they are from Mali, if they are from Niger, if they are from the north. It doesn't really matter. I think we got to rise up. I think I don't even know why should they be able to even put fear on anybody? Yeah. I think every local community, we all know where all these Fulanis are gathered. We know where they are gathered. I think my suggestion to people who are in Nigeria, to villages, to people around, gather together and invade the Fulanis camp and make sure that they don't go out there alive. And please, when you fight them, when you fight and defend yourselves, I think you must fight them so much that you take their guns from them and use their guns to kill them. And do your best to gather their ammunition, attack their camps, and collect all those things that they are prepared to use to fight you. There will be just few of them. You will be your whole community. The difference between when they come and attack you unawares is that they will kill you anyhow. But when you plan and you go, and because attack is defense, is the best form of defense. When you go and attack them, you will catch them. You will catch them unawares and make sure you break into their banks, wherever they have stored their ammunitions and their weapons, and take it for yourselves. I will let other people talk. This is a really black. It's a black day for Yoruba.
It is disheartening, I know. So a lot of people want to say one or two things as well. Great one. Please, sir. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
This is Ade from US, Texas.
Your Prince Ade from Texas. How are you, sir?
Yoruba, Ogun today. Maiyegun, if you don't lost in your way, because I schooled in Owo. Though I'm not from Owo, but I schooled in Owo. Who church is on law and more better. So I'm quick to palace.
Ojina palace ọba se. So to ba ko fe deal pẹ̀lú ọba níjọ́ yẹn ni náà ni boy ma pa ọba náà nìyẹn.
Yes, Ogun ti dé o. Ẹ má sùn ẹ̀yin Yorùbá, ẹ má sùn. Ẹ gbàgbé Tinubu, ẹ gbàgbé gbogbo ẹ o. Ẹ gbàgbé o, Ogun ti dé o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lÉkòó, ẹ jẹ́ Ogun ti dé o, Ogun ti dé sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá o. This is not matter of 2023 o. Ẹ já kọ́kọ́ gbára wa lẹ̀ náà o. Mo ké sí gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá. Ogun ti dé o.
Wọ́n ṣe mí ò sí ń bẹ̀ o.
Yes, gbogbo igbó tán bá wà, everywhere tán bá wà. Fulani ti kógun dé o from the Sahel. Ogun ti dé o, Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn ọba Yorùbá, ogun ti dé o. Kan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wo àti wá máa.
Mo fẹ́ wo response yìí àwọn Yorùbá tó pera ní ẹ̀dá Yorùbá látọ̀la lọ. Ká tiẹ̀ wò ó ní báyìí sìn.
Tinubu ò sọ̀rọ̀ sí o. because òun ló yẹ kó jẹ́ the first person fún àkótí máa sọ̀rọ̀ láti Abuja now. Tinubu ò sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn yìí o, Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ò sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn yìí o, gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá politician wọn ò sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn yìí o. Ṣé ó tán yín? À ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ láti ìjọ, ṣé ó tán ṣojú yín ti já báyìí? Ṣojú yín ti já báyìí? Maiyegun, àní ibi tó ti lọ jà yìí sẹ́tàn ti church yìí, mo ti lọ bẹ̀ lọ ṣe wedding rí, mo mọ bẹ̀ dáadáa. I'm from Ondo State. I know the church. I know everything. So eléyìí tó ń ṣe ń sìn kò ṣe black race. Ibi táwọn èèyàn ti ń lọ church. Ẹ continue pẹ̀lú 2023 yìí o. Ogun ti dé. Maiyegun. Thank you very much. God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you very much. I have another person on the line. Yeah, here we go. And you are going to see more, likely a lot of Yoruba callers tonight, and they will probably speak more Yorubas. I'm not going to be able to interpret a lot. I will say, read the comment. This is personal. I want you to please bear with us on this if you are a non-Yoruba speaker. Hello there. Okay. A call that came through right now just seems to have dropped off. Can you hear me? Sorry. Something is not right there. I have another person on the line. Hello.
Good evening.
This is Maiyegun. Yes.
Maiyegun. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Your voice is a little bit off.
Okay, can you hear me better?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you better now, sir. Please.
Okay. Thank you so much for what you've been doing. You know, I've been following you for years now. And, you know, I just want to say thank you for what you are doing. You know, try to open so many people's eyes to what is happening in Nigeria. You know, there is little to what you can do. You are trying your best, and it's left for people back home, you know, to take this on board. I will say this. To Nigerians, we are quite selfish as to agent soil in Yoruba. Because I'm very sad. Today is the saddest day of my life with what happened.
This one hit home. Personal, and nobody will pretend.
You see, ewo àwọn ọmọdé, ewo àgbàlagbà, ewo ẹni tó fìbọn fọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ torí kíni. Ọjọ́ kan náà bí àwọn wọ̀nyẹn. Our leaders are the ones that brought us into this situation. Mo máa ń sọ nǹkan lórí program yìí. Mo sọ bóyá ẹ máa rántí, mo ní Nigerians are still sleeping. Ṣẹ́rí Sunday Igboho, Ṣòwòrẹ́, Nnamdi Kanu, kì í ṣe àwọn náà máa jàjà yìí o. Ṣẹ́rí àwọn tó máa jàjà yìí, wọ́n sì ń sùn. And they are just the Nigerian fúnra wọn ló máa jàjà yìí o, bros. And ọ̀rọ̀ mi lè má nítumọ̀ létí àwọn èèyàn. There is what we call tipping point. Tó bá débẹ̀ yẹn, ṣé gbogbo àwọn tó jókòó tí kò kàn mí, ṣe bó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn, àwọn kan wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, wọ́n ń jayé. Ẹbí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sílé ní, their life has changed for the rest of their life.
Never remain the same again. Never. And people are not even talking about them, sir.
Ẹ wo àwọn ọmọdé tó pa ọjọ́ kan náà bí wọn, ta ló lè bímọ kó sọ pé kóun fojú sunkún ọmọ òun. Kẹ́ gbogbo àwọn tó dẹ̀ sún Nàìjíríà débi tán dé yìí, wọn ò ní kú síbi ṣáṣọ wọn wà o. Nǹkan kan ò dẹ̀ ní jáde lára wọn. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyẹn á bí wọn. What am I trying to say? Mo máa ń sọ, mo ní ó dìgbà tán bá rí ẹmọ pépà àpòrò láyé àtijọ́ tó máa ń dàbí owó báyìí. Ó dìgbà tí Nigerians bá rí nílẹ̀ kan rò pé owó. The point yẹn náà mọ̀ pé ó ti dójú ẹ̀, but now they are still sleeping. Eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀, Buhari, Tinubu wà l'Abuja. Wọ́n ń ṣe tẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ṣe president tó fẹ́ ṣe. How long shall we continue like this? Kò sẹ́ni tí ò ní kan o. There is a saying mo dẹ̀ máa ń sọ, mo ní until you discover, then you recover.
That's right.
Kò sẹ́ni tí ò ní bá o. until people discover, then they recover. But I hope it won't be too late. Ṣé a kàn lè pariwo ká máa pariwo lórí social media ká máa ṣe you are doing your best, we are doing our best, but it's left for the people. Ṣé àwọn ilé iṣẹ́ wọn jáde fún EndSARS nsìn? They didn't come out for EndSARS. Ṣé wọ́n máa kọ́ máa kú ni? Ìgbà tí EndSARS wọ́n ṣe kinní kan ni wọ́n.
Wọ́n lọ ṣe EndSARS ni wọ́n ṣe máa pa kinní kan. Nísìnyí ó ti dojú pé wà láìtàlẹ̀ lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ díẹ̀ nílé ẹ̀.
Àwọn tó lọ ṣe yìí ṣé wọ́n wà ní EndSARS ni?
No, wọ́n síbẹ̀ sá o.
We are quite selfish. We are selfish. Nǹkan rere ò dẹ̀ lè jáde Nàìjíríà. You see all those pastors. Àwọn tó ní jèrè ọmọ wọn náà. Àwọn tó bá ti wà wọ́n wí ọ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀dà bó jẹ́ pé tọ́rọ̀ kọ́pọ̀ ló ta sí wọn. Látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn politicians tó wù àpò wọn. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn á bí wọn á bí ọmọ wọn.
God bless you, sir.
Because this is so mi ò mọ nǹkan tí mo lè I don't usually call mo máa ń follow kí ni mo bọ̀ tèmi yóò gún mi lára mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí we can only try our best but until Nigerians discover ẹ lọ kọ̀rọ̀ yìí sílẹ̀ kì í ṣe Ìgbòho kì í ṣe anybody ló máa jàjà yìí bros àwọn tó máa jàjà yìí wọn ò tiẹ̀ tí mọ̀ ẹ̀pọ̀ wọn ni but there is what we call tipping point but until they discover then they will recover because this will continue.
Thank you so much, sir.
Until they take charge.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let me take another person's call as well. Here we go. Hello. I think there is a connection issue there. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you, Maiyegun.
Fantastic. So you are
hello.
live.
Good evening. This is Drake. Maiyegun, we are at war.
I agree.
We are at war. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ Yorùbá so that àwọn Yorùbá ẹgbẹ́ mi máa gbọ́ ohun tí mo sọ.
Ó ti máa ṣe Yorùbá version program yìí lọ́la nígbà tá a bá mọ more
details. Ẹ wo.
But ẹ continue, sir.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Tẹ́ bá jẹ́ kí alẹ́ yìí, ọ̀la, ọ̀túnla, títí wọ Wednesday, tí nǹkan kan ò bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ondo, káàkiri gbogbo 6 states tó wà ní western region yẹn àwọn bí àwọn máa tẹ̀síwá lójú gan ni o a dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ tán nìyẹn ẹ wo wọ́n dán wa wò ni o nǹkan tó ṣe yìí wọ́n dán wa wò ni wọ́n fẹ́ wo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe tí a bá dẹ̀ respond fire for fire ká gbé ní ojú kó wọn ká wọlé lọ bá àwọn ibi tó wà.
Ọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn àmì ń dá wa dúró wọn jẹ́ ká wọnú igbó yẹn kẹ́nìbọ̀dì máa fi ìdúrà pẹ̀lú gbogbo nọ́ọ̀sẹ̀nsì yẹn.
Ẹ fi ogbó yẹn lẹ̀ o ẹ kọ́ fi ogbó yẹn lẹ̀ anybody tó bá ní nǹkan tó lè fi defend ara ẹ̀ nísìnyí kó jáde ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa rìn kẹ́mọ́ òkè ń fẹ́ lọ́mọ tí ń bè kan kò sáyè pàtí kankan ń bè kan mọ́ because gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń lọ pàtí ó wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn gan ọmọ aka yín mọ́bẹ̀ tó bá yá so ẹ láti jáde o ogun ti dé o mi ní sọ jù yẹn lọ.
God bless you, Baba. Thank you so much. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé another call. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Okay. Not bad. Ó ga o.
Ẹ̀fà ti ń ṣe máa o.
Ọlọ́run kó máa gbà wá o. Ó máa ga o. Kọ́lọ́run kó máa gbà ni o. Akẹ́sẹ̀ kọ́ bodò. Òní fà o. Eléyìí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Ibi tí ó máa ti ṣẹlẹ̀ kì máa ń ṣe inú Aba. Kábà sọ pé inú villages kan máa ní. Èyí tí wọ́n ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ìlú Orlando.
Àwọn villages tó wà ní ìgbèríko òun máa ní. Eléyìí wọ́n máa wọ inú ṣé wá bá wa ní. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé bóyá pé wọ́n mì ní wàhálà wá ni. Kì í ṣe pé bá pé wọ́n fẹ́ràn jẹ oko. Kábà sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ràn jẹ oko, wọ́n lé wọn, náà ṣe wá retaliate nínú igbó. No, wọ́n gbé ogun wá síta ni. Yorùbá, wọ́n bá ń sọ ẹ jí ẹ má sùn. Nítorí junction tí wọ́n gbé dé, ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Benue nìyẹn. tí wọ́n lọ pa àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe mass burial ní Benue.
Àwa náà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá fẹ́ máa ṣe àwa náà máa ṣe mass burial ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Ọlọ́run wà ní jẹ́ ká rírú ẹ̀.
Àmì o.
Nítorí nígbà tí Benue bẹ̀rẹ̀, the only thing tí bàbá yìí máa kọ́kọ́ sọ ni pé kí ló dé tó lọ ká ráìsì wọn tí wọ́n gbàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn kan. Ṣé àwọn tó lọ sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ní ìsìn níjọ́ Sunday tí wọ́n dẹ̀ pa àwọn èèyàn bí ìgbà tí wọ́n pa ẹran ní àwọn tí ò ṣẹ̀wọ̀n.
Tẹ bá ṣe báyẹn pa ẹran sílẹ̀ ṣáṣá mi ò ló máa fẹnu kan ẹran yẹn. Ẹ lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kan pa ẹran mà.
Ẹ wò ó, Yorùbá ò gbọ́dọ̀ sùn kán jí o, nítorí gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n bá ti ṣe tí gádìn bá ti wà tí wọ́n ń gádà jọ ní mélòó kan màláfíà ti sọ o. Eléyìí tí wọ́n gbé dé wọ́n mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ fi tẹ̀ wọ́n wá dán wa wò ní o. Ogun dẹ̀ ti dé. Tá ń pariwo látijọ́ ìpé wọ́n gbé ogun wá táwọn èèyàn ní àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ máa dógun lẹ̀. Ṣé àwọn tó wà ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yẹn wọ́n lé màálù wọn lóko wọn ní àbẹ̀wò? Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ní kí màálù kó má jẹ oko, kò ní ìkọ́kọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Wọ́n wọnú ilé, wọ́n wọnú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì, wọ́n dẹ̀ wá pa àwọn èèyàn lọ. Wọ́n láwọn tó ti kú gan. They are over 80.
Sọ fún wa sẹ́ pé oye èèyàn tí ó ti bá kíní lọ sí kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ 100 sí, but èmi ò tiẹ̀ tí fẹ́ exaggerate. Tó bá máa fi dàárọ̀ ọ̀la, àmọ́ better. Yorùbá ni máa fi ṣe program yẹn, I promise you.
Eléyìí ò gbọ́dọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o, because àwọn tó bá ń sọ pé Ọlọ́run burúkú nìkan wá o.
Ẹ ṣé ma, ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé call àwọn ẹlòmíì náà ma. Thank you so much ma. So it is the reaction to what happened in Yorubaland today, and of course there is going to be a response. You can take that from me. I mean, yeah, I know Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba man. You see this particular one, they may say Nigeria is mad. You see this one that happened now, Hello, sir.
Okay. Hello, Ekalembe, Maiyegun. This is Timmy. I'm in your bancho. Today is not my today is not my most pleasant moment, but I said I have to make this call. I have to make this call in. Moki Bugbu and your mole Odua. The ones abroad, the ones in Nigeria, Moki you. I don't have much to say other than to say Maiyegun Kuman Son Kokon. You used to say, may Nigeria not happen to you.
I always say
this is a typical case of Nigeria happening to someone. You know, you can't. How on earth can this happen within a town? How can they invade and escape without even catching one person?
Not even one.
It's beyond my own imagination. One more day to lobbying for no just cause. Tinubu is there. They're looking. When let me put it in English. I can't say too much well in Yoruba. But when the people suffering are very hungry, they will start to reap and eat their leaders. That time is coming. We're very near that time.
Right. Which is that they said that when the poor have nothing to eat anymore, they will start eating the rich.
Anymore. Thank you. That's exactly what I mean. Our politicians, all these leaders, our youth leaders, our leaders are in Koko. I didn't even see one police. Say, how can they come? Our right, I'm a one invade. What them are the law? It's now looking as if
and you know the people in Timmy, Baba. One thing is this: we used to read this same thing that happened in Ondo. We used to read them in Borno, Zamfara. I mean,
exactly.
All of us will be wondering, how did they manage? Now it's happening to us.
How did they manage?
It's now happening to us, and we will not deny it.
Because it's beyond my imagination. I don't want to think we pay our Lulo Shekini. Because how can these people just come, shakily invade you, and they disappear? Nobody got one person on camera. Nobody. May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace. You know, that's the prayers I can just pray for them right now.
Thank you so much.
You know, Lord, they are in combat again. By the end of the day, Maiyegun has said it. Wake up. If you vote for these people again, you are only validating one more session of these killings. You are validating it again. Because the more we put them in,
you are validating what is likely going to take your life, and it's going to happen.
Exactly.
Not at your own, at your own giving, because it can happen to you anytime. Nigeria is a place where your life
at
can
any
be
time
like that. In a church.
You know, in a church where you believe it's almost the safest place. It's only in Nigeria a church is not safe.
No.
If it's allocate people alone, so mad people just go in there, shoot, kill, chop people on a day. This is just beyond me. God bless you guys. Take care.
Banshaw is watching.
Yes.
And he's going to tell me about this tomorrow anyway. So you have a good one, sir.
I know. I'll call him just now. Thank you very much, Maiyegun. God bless you.
So
Bye.
That's Timmy from here in Scotland. And I have another caller on the line. Hope he's connected. Hello there.
Hey, my brother, Maiyegun. This is Jude from US.
How are you, Jude?
It's not good. It's not good. I can't. It's just so saddening. I woke up early this morning and then I was looking at these gory pictures. You know, it's like God.
I can't even share any part of
what
that.
is this country becoming? What is this country becoming? Every time you come out here, preach, you know, and then it's like nobody is even paying attention. People keep doing what they are doing as if it's normal. And then those who sit and wait until it happens to them before they will speak out. I just pray God will touch their heart. Okay, I can't wait until something happens to
they
me.
have done us so bad, Jude. No. They have done us so bad that I keep feeling like I don't know which of them is going to hit home, and our people are going to say, "Yeah, enough." They killed Showore brother. Remember, this same Fulani terrorist. Now they have the audacity to come to the same Ondo State, and God knows how many of our people they've killed so far. But we'll get to know later.
Can you imagine? These are the things that have been happening. I mean, it's not as if this one is new. They have gone to some years, even during Jonathan time it happened. But now during Buhari time, everything is happening almost on daily basis. Okay,
there's no good
and
news
nobody seems to care.
No good news.
Our useless politicians, they are still running around. I'm sure none of them has even come out to condemn this evil act. None of them has spoken, I'm sure. Especially those on the phone. Has Tinubu come out to condemn this act now?
Maybe
and it's running around expecting.
Maybe as you speak, he's made a statement, but we've not heard from him. No. What is he going to say?
I don't know. It's so sad.
Jude, let's be honest. What do you think Tinubu is going to say? It's just going to get us more angry.
He's not going to say anything. It's not because somebody who wants presidency by all means. He's not going to say anything because he knows if he says anything against this killing, it's going to affect his masters in the north. He's not going to say anything. Just like the same way he has become dumb for the past 7 years of Buhari terrorist administration. He has never opened his mouth and condemned the evil thing Buhari, whom he was the primary person that got him into power. Okay. He has never said anything to condemm that evil act.
No, and he came out to say that. He came out to say that when he realized that they are about to play him. They are about to serve him breakfast. Then he said, "Emilio, I am next. It's me. I am next."
Exactly.
Where has he been in the last 7 years?
Exactly. Where has he been? It's now he's remembering. Christ, Jesus Christ. And then for some of us who think, because I hear a brother speaking today that today is the worst day of his life. You know, I was like, is this person a Nigerian? Today is the worst day of your life because of those who were killed in the church today. Is this not been worse things has it not been happening? Where is it?
Yeah, Jude.
That is the problem. Because now it has happened to somebody close to him. It's now become a worthy of his life.
Close to home. Yeah, exactly. This one hits some of my Yoruba brothers differently. Okay, and you begin to see reactions now. People will say, "Man, no. This is real now." Of course.
I have been speaking out every day here. I keep telling people I don't need any of these things to happen to my brother or my sister before I speak out. Because anybody that dies in Nigeria in this way, it's a human being. It's not supposed to die. And so everybody should rise up. It doesn't depend. It doesn't matter where that person is coming from. Whether it's a Yoruba or Igbo or Efiko or Kanuro. It's as long as it's a human being, it's supposed not to die this way.
Bless you.
It's supposed not to die this way. We should speak out. We shouldn't wait until it happens home to us. It's so good. We should not speak out, and whatever we can do, let us do it to stop this evil.
And we are going to do it.
It's too much.
Yes, we are
too much.
God bless you, Jude. Let me take another one here.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Now, here we go. Hello there. I don't know if it's connected, but okay, yeah, it is. Hello there.
Yes. Hello, my good general.
Is that Prince Jejeman?
Yes, this is Prince Jejeman.
Oh, fantastic.
My good general. Yeah, thank you, Maiyegun. Today is sad day for everybody. You know, what happened today in Ondo do not only happen to the Yoruba race, it happens to everyone in the southern Nigeria. That's one thing we must know. And I sang it in my song. I say, grazing root is a terrorist agenda. You know, Ruga is a terrorist agenda. Waterways bills is a terrorist agenda.
It is.
Our leaders, Rumbu and Co., all these things are there. They are not tackling it. They are not talking about it. And they are telling us to go and get our PVC to vote. To vote for who? To vote for which? For terrorists or what? Our lives are in danger. All our bush, our backyard, even in our home, they are there, unknown to us. As of this moment, when I talk on this channel, whenever I make a speech, I always hit on security.
Yes.
My llama, the what they killed.
Yeah, my last
He told us that he told us that 2022. But people are not thinking about it. We are organizing comedy show. We are organizing Big Brothers. We are organizing this and that. People are gathering in mass. All these places are flashpoints for them to attack. You understand? And our people are used to Owambe.
Yeah.
Somebody cough, we do party for it. Somebody met, we do party for it. This is not the time. This is not the time. Yoruba, Ekiti, Igbo, wake up.
Oh, God
Middle
bless you.
best.
Can you speak Igbo? See everything you just said right now, right? Talking about what happened in Ondo.
Yes.
Do you mind for just 2 minutes? I want you to help me relate that in Igbo. It's not because nobody knows what's going on, but I have my reasons. Can you do that for me, please, Prince?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you very much. Go on.
Pikono ụmụnna ndị Igbo in the whole world, in America, in UK, in Germany, in Australia, wherever you are, ana m agwa ụnọ n'akịrịka. Ihe mere na Ondo today abụ sọ ndị Yoruba ka o mere. Ihe a mere metụtara onye ọbụla nọ na Southern Nigeria. There were two major weapons ndị Fulani na-use. One bụ ethnicity, ethnicity. Second one bụ religion. Because religion ka ji wee deceive ndị Hausa, conquer ha. And how they use ndị Hausa keta na when and outside nọgasị naanị ha ka a na-eyuzu wee na-egbu ndị ọzọ ọgọtago so ihe na-agwa onye ọbụla ka etete n'ụra ndị Igbo tete n'ụra ndị Yoruba agwago ha tete n'ụra kịta abụrụzi oge onye kwọ ụkwara eme pati onye nyụọ ahụrụ eme pati onye ihe mwa na-ekwu onye ọbụla tete n'ụra ọ bụ kịta abụ oge comedy show abụrụ kịta na onye ọbụla ya mụrụ anya ebe ọbụla ị nọ onye ọbụla chọrọ iji chekwawe onwe thank God na Nnamdi Kanu emena enweghị self security network thank God na Sunday Igboho apụtago mee ndị Oduduwa Yoruba mepee ha anya amara ihe na-aga ha ndị nwere onwe ha mụkwa anya n'ụdị nke ha mana nke a mere tata today na Ondo bụ a shock to everybody a shock 2023 bụ ihe ndị Fulani na-eme pluralized government bụ ha na-validate their terrorism because TVC and primary ha na-eme after meche ka in the traditional community that we have gotten legal ground now of government. The next thing about I build this war on everybody to subdue everybody. So Buko, thank you, my good general.
Bless you, Prince. You have a good one, eh? I bet I am reading the comment myself. I have another person on the line, by the way. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun general.
Hello.
Yeah, Mama Yeti don't sorrow me money more accident but programming.
It's good to hear from you again, ma. About everything.
Wara Daga, in fact, it was Leni. I hope decided you. Maiyegun, Shamoipe, newly married couple. So wedding in church in Lano.
So why she Thanksgiving, Lenny? There, Niatibo.
So why she Thanksgiving? Photo yet in circulate. Omo Luka gone to Debelin to confirm it. The newly married couple. They are just starting their life today. Omo Kekere Baba wrap his arm around him, trying to shield his son. Both of them died. You could see the brain scattered all over. How barbaric can these people be? Never see the rest of the world. They want to get civilized the more. Say you retrogress, say to father, say into the dark ages. It is so sad. But you are the lone voice in the wilderness that kept saying it from the onset. What is happening in the east? Let us shout with them. Let us call out these people. Let's join these Igbo people to call out these people. Because Kokomi, by the time they leave this Southeast, they will come for you. It is better to help them to shout. Look at it.
See us now, ma.
You are a prophet. You are a prophet. You said it. You are the lone voice in the Yoruba speakers that kept saying it.
Breaking news. Why not you was school? Want to call 100. Emi atenya ma wonder how is that possible? Le Yoruba. One was church on to pan to 100 in senior. How is that possible? What's in Shelema?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Show it about Shelley. Honestly, more paranoid. But about Shelley, see how to show one be party. About to share 25 years on stage. Because one for one family, one about that last got attention to it. Shall want to Lord justice in a castle power. Shama Papa yes, she bad thing, but for going, I'm bound to lose party. Shama bound to lose church. They said the pastor just said, what shall she closing prayer? What shall she closing prayer? Nikini ek bow. Emawa really no so. Nikini ek. Can you imagine? So for at least service here to minimum of 2 hours.
I want to
attack. Because I'm at Thanksgiving. I want to take me. Only about what she
because the bomb tó dún gbàmù yẹn inú church àbí ẹ̀gbẹ́ church ló ti dún. And to the tí gbogbo apá ẹ̀ yá dànù, tí gbogbo ara ẹ̀ yá dànù báyìí yẹn, you could say that's the suicide bomber or ẹni tó fẹ́ try láti mú suicide bomber yẹn kíkíní ẹ̀ fi lọ yẹn tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kó bọ̀m̀bù.
Ìyẹn ṣe ó rí bàbá tó wrap ọwọ́ ẹ̀ around his little boy ó rí brain ẹ̀. Olúwa ṣàánú, this is so sad. Unfortunately, my own mother, she's still like etiwa paranoid jù. Ó dàbí pé kí n wá àkókò tí máa fi ti ìyá yìí stop going to party. Mi mọ bí mo ṣe fẹ́ sọ. Wọ́n tún kú on party àwọn alẹ́ni tún lọ sí kíní Aláàfin, òkú Aláàfin lánàá, ìyá mi tún tẹ̀lé wọn. I don't know how to say it to these people. Maiyegun, Ọlọ́run á gbà wá o. Yoruba, wake up. Wake up, oh, wake up, oh.
Wọ́n ní júwe fún ọ ní sọ fún pé ọjà ti tán, ọjà ti túmọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
We are getting there.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, wọ́n ní sọ fún wọn k'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa.
God bless you.
I will leave you to talk to other people.
Thank you so much. You stay safe, man. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there is another caller. Here we go. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. I'll take another one. And let's hope this one connects. Hello there. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Caller.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, can I speak now?
You are connected to me already. Just ignore the broadcast as usual. You know how we do it. Ignore the broadcast and talk to me on the phone only, sir.
Okay, yeah. I'm just about the.
Yeah, it's always delayed.
About
for a few seconds.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Just use the phone.
About the security, I mean, before tomorrow morning, they should surround that place, so they can still catch those people.
Exactly, I believe.
Yeah, they cannot escape like that. They can still catch them unless if they are law enforcement people, that just came in disguise. You can't rule that one out. You
can't rule that out too. But one thing is that ISIL claim responsibility. So far, they said that the Fulani terrorists and all of them that we are seeing using cows and the rest of them, most of them are just these guys. They are ISIL member. Once they are ready to be activated, yes, then they'll go after us. That Methodist prelate told us. Now, DSS has invited him to come and explain what he meant, that the Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian military, they are working with them. If you want to pay ransom, they will say, drop the ransom. When you look around, you will see military roadblock, not far from where they say you should drop ransom. These are facts from those who have paid them over time. So, terrorists are over us, so I'm not going to rule it out.
But our own security, we are lack of security in Yorubaland,
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I hope the security gets tighter because it's going to happen more. So let somebody else call Maiyegun, okay?
Thank you, sir. I like people who just stop by to say their mind, and then they yield the mic. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello. This is Joseph Akinola from Houston again today.
Sir AK from Houston. You know how we do it, sir, yeah? I will advise you ignore the broadcast. Let me and you talk on the phone, just on the phone. You'll go back and watch what you said later. Okay, don't worry. You are connected, and everybody can hear you, sir. Please.
For sure, I've done that. Thank you for what you do and how you're making this public, in essence. We don't trust the military. Right now, there's a deficit of trust. We know what happened in the where the soldiers actually accompany the terrorists to go back to this village to displace the people. So the war is not against just Fulani, it's against Nigerian army as well. And people should understand that our government is fighting us. They are committing genocide. all these people are backed by the federal government of Nigeria. So the concept that Buhari will come and tell us crocodiles, share crocodiles, and say some comments, some people are wicked.
A way of militarizing Yorubaland. Please make it loud and clear, sir.
Why am I saying this?
Because that's an angle that many of us have not been looking at. This attack.
Why am I saying this?
Go on, sir.
There is no country in the world where terrorists are caught. Even if you're going to give them presidential pardon, like he's been doing, you first of all take them to court. You will, the principle of law is that you are innocent until proven guilty, and it's only in court of law that any terrorist can be proven to be guilty. But our federal government refused to take them to court. They release them. They say they are repentant. They have repented. Okay, let me start the case of Wakili in Oyo State. This guy has been raping, he's been killing people. He was caught by OPC and was taken to a police station. Instead of to deal with this guy, to arrest him and find out what is going on, the OPC people were detained and the guy was released.
Guys who arrested him were detained for a crime of who gave you the order to go and arrest him? Who gave you authority? They locked them up for 4 months, sir. 4 months.
So this is the reality. Buhari is committing genocide in Yoruba land. That should be the headline of every news tomorrow.
God bless you.
So because the last time I'm from Ondo State, the last time I call right now, they have counted 83 dead in Owo. 83. But the last time, I don't know now, more people.
What's the update?
That number have exceeded 83. So in essence, the other day when I called on this line, one of my uncle was kidnapped at the time. And he said that when this guy was caught, they passed through the military joints. The military did not stop them. They took them to the bush. They told them that, look, all this money we are asking is just for us to maintain ourselves. We believe that we want to take over these places. You guys are occupying the land that is given to them by Allah.
Yes.
This is what they said to them in the bush. And now
they are victims, sir. They are victims, sir, who have survived the ordeal. They've come back to say they told them that they will take over everywhere when they are ready. For now, when they collect ransom, it's just to maintain themselves for a while. That it's not for money. It's not because of money or land or anything. They want everywhere. The victims were saying that.
This is what my uncle told me. He was a victim himself. So there's no hiding about this. All these things Buhari is pretending as if he doesn't know what is going on. All those need to stop. People should stop, differentiating between, because if you see the statement that Buhari released on this issue, he's trying to more or less defend Nigerian Fulani. That these are foreigners. Without any investigation, it's already making an assumption that we should take it as if foreigners came to our country. Who is supposed to protect our country? Is it not supposed to be the federal government?
So if the government cannot protect Yorubas, and the government will not let Yoruba protect ourselves, what are we doing in Nigeria? So everyone should ask themselves that. You should be able to ask yourself that. What are you doing then?
Sir. We should stop addressing this issue as government failure. This is government committing genocide against its own people, and that should be clear. And for every Yoruba source and everywhere, it is time for us to come together. We've been saying that this war started a long time ago, but a lot of people are just saying, oh, you are being paranoid, you are exaggerating. Now we are not talking about people living in villages. Owo is a big city in Ondo State. Owo is a big city. So they have come to the city, just like Dr. Badaya said, everything happening right in front of us. And they have come to keep people in church, where people were worshiping God and all that. They have come to kill people. It is time for us to say enough is enough. Because this is not going to be the end of it. More of this is going to happen. Enough is enough. And Buhari is the criminal. Is the one encouraging this. Is the one refusing to prosecute them. Part of the crime.
Thank you, sir.
It should be clear.
And Osinbajo is part of them because you are the vice president of the country. Yoruba people are refugees in Benin Republic. I have not heard any comment from a vice president of Nigeria. You are there. We have asked him to resign from this government if he doesn't support what the government is doing. He is part of this government.
It's
so
not,
anybody
it's not,
going around, say,
he's now scheming to take over the government for himself now.
Our people are being killed. So it's just there. It's part of this. The blood of our people is in their hand. It's in the hand of Buhari. So anybody trying to say it's a government failure.
Let me
government failure. This is genocide.
Thank you so much.
So this is clear to people. So I want people to see it that way. Right now, I'm so angry. That is it. I will end my call there today. Maiyegun. So let other people speak.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. I appreciate that. So now we have a lot of kind of all jammed together. If your call is not coming through or your call gets through, is not connected, there is a lot of traffic right now. And then I just seen that this mouth, one sec. Yeah, I don't know. 1 moment. We are coming to the end of the program, by the way. Just a moment. So I don't know if you haven't been with us all this hour. And if you are just joining us as well, hang on. So if you're just joining us, you can, you can indeed, one moment, you can indeed, probably start watching from the start, which is just for you to just move this back. And if you have been with us, like I said, all this while, you, can like the video. You can still do that, like, share, and all of that. They are the routine. So somehow, this, what's that? Well, this, our connection is having an issue. That's the point. So give me a moment. I bet I have thousands of people who are trying at the same time. So if your call comes through, just, it's a struggle. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, Marcus, no.
How are you, sir? How are you, sir?
What Gavayo? What everybody by?
Oh, Koja, be careful, sir. It's happening.
Hey.
No. Oh, hit Omo.
In no church, là c'est pour le big baba one. Là c'est pour le ton no button no wa. Oh, c'est là no borrow. Un politicien, un Yoruba politicien. Les tons il y a qu'on padà sílé ni, qu'on padà sí láti Abuja tó ti fẹ́ lọ sí convention. No, you can't continue like this.
Amen to that.
In fact, I video, I was so shocked. Àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe ìwédè lánàá fún àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ ọpọlọ wa sùn sílẹ̀ káàkiri. Ọkọ àti ìyàwó tó ń ṣe wedding lánàá wọ́n tún bá lọ no. This is just too much. I don't know. Killing everybody. All these are governor. Anybody might say something. Someone needs solutions.
No, man, calm everybody down. Anyway, I want when you call it cause trouble. One can lock up and after be a week or two, one release one, so I demoralize one until the next time.
No, no. You can't. No.
Thank you so much, Baba.
This is a Black Sunday.
It is Black Sunday.
Bank family day.
Oh my, thank you so much. Let's see if I can get another call connected. It's been a serious battle here to catch each of the call randomly because I just have to tap and tap. Hello there.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ pọ̀ mi ò ní jó pọ̀. ìránṣẹ́ Odùduwà ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti Island. Mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí bẹ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa pé kájọ ká má dárúkọ Tinubu, ká má dárúkọ òsì, kò sí kankan tí wọ́n ó ṣe fún wa. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ mo bẹ̀ yín, orúkọ wọn à ń padà sẹ́yìn, kò sí tọ́ba kan ó ṣe. Kí ọba Ọọ̀ni of Ife àtà gbogbo wọn ká wá síbẹ̀ lénìí, ká wá síbẹ̀ ká wá máa yí ńlẹ̀, ká máa fadé yí ńlẹ̀, irọ́ ló wà níbẹ̀. Àwa lágbára wa sílẹ̀. Maiyegun ó ti ń pariwo tipẹ́. Nígbà wọn lọ lé Sunday tí wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń wọ́ wọn bí ẹran léyà téèyàn ó jẹ gan wọn kì í wọ́n lẹ̀, kò sí tẹ́nì kankan sí. Ó wà lẹ́ títí dé ní àmọ́ bí tí wọ́n gbòkú wọn sí. Àsìkò ti tó, wọ́n nà yá rẹ̀, ọlọ́jọ́ kù rẹ̀ ò tí ì pé, ọjọ́ kù rẹ̀ ti pé, òun yí padà ni. Mo rò pé ń gbọ́ mi o.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín bàbá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bá mi sọ fún gbogbo àwọn tó bá létí tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ lé nìyí, ẹ má pè ọba kankan mọ́, ẹ má pè olóṣèlú kankan mọ́. Ẹ má dárúkọ Tinubu, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mọ́ tí wọ́n bá ti dárúkọ Tinubu lórí program ẹ sọ fún wa pé ká má dárúkọ, sí tí wọ́n ṣe bá dárúkọ rẹ̀ títí dọ̀la bá fi sẹ́ǹtì sílẹ̀ kò ní yí padà. Àwa láṣẹ nǹkan wa fún. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó yé eyín lé níyì. Èyí ò ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ kìíní, àwọn èèyàn ń bẹ kò tí ì tà sí nǹkan náà ló ń tíyàn jáde. Nǹkan ní tíyàn jáde mi ò kò tí ì tọ́. Tásìkò ọ̀rọ̀ talẹ̀ ló jẹ́ ká wà sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, kò tí ì tásìkò. Nígbà tó bá yá ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu kọ́, nígbà tí nǹkan bá jáde yóò máa jáde. Ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe ti ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, wọ́n yẹ̀ wá wò ni. Àwọn tí ó ṣẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa lọ mú báyìí tí wọ́n máa tọ́ṣù.
Sorry o, network yẹn ló dà pé line yẹn gan fúnra rẹ̀. Hang on o. Oh no. So, baba, ẹ má bínú o, network yẹn ó já yín bẹ̀ yẹn ni o, and another call ti. Hello there. Èmi ti fẹ́ gbé last call mi báyìí o, ẹ wá wẹni tó wọlé o. Hello.
Hello, Margo. Hello.
Hello, ma. How are you?
I'm fine, Auntie.
I'm trying to, at least to hold it together, because thousands of people are here to see what is the way forward, not somebody coming here to cry. So I'm holding it together, ma.
Maiyegun, Akeredolu said, I read the news now a few minutes ago. He said people that came to attack came from Mali. Kò dẹ̀ ní dá fún Akeredolu.
Àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Akeredolu ò ní padà rí ohun tó dàṣà jẹ́.
Kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀pọ̀n ẹ̀ tó ń rùn kiri pẹ̀lú prostate, òun ló máa padà bá lọ. Because àwọn èèyàn ò lè wà nínú igbó orí intel pé Mali ni wọ́n ti wá, Fulani Mali ló wá pa wọ́n l'Ondo. Mali ṣe kan Ondo. Pan-Africanism yín tẹ̀ ṣeṣẹ́ tí ṣí gbogbo bọ́dà alẹ̀ bí Europe ní Áfíríkà ò ní bọ́dà mọ́ ni. Because the part I don't get about this is orí intel ipe over attack yín láti Mali ni. Rí intel ipe attack máa wọlé dé.
Wọ́n cover up ni.
Ẹ mú Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn, ẹ sọ wọ́n di ológbò nulẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn wá ṣe Maiyegun, àgbà tí ò bá ti fara balẹ̀ ó máa fi ara gbẹgbà ni.
Gba wíìpù ni àbí ọ̀rá ìmọ̀ kọ́.
Yes. Bó ṣe wà yẹn, Maiyegun, bàbá tó pè lẹ́ǹkan mọ reason tó fi ní kẹ́ má fi gbogbo wọn sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. You're making them very important. I'm telling you. Ọọ̀ni of Ife ò lè sọ pé Ifẹ̀ wàrà yẹn kò sáwọn Fúlàní tó ń wa góòlù níbẹ̀. I will tell you something tonight.
Tell us.
Gbogbo Ìbàràpá tí ẹ̀ ń wò yẹn, òkè Ògùn ibẹ̀ ni tourmaline pọ̀ jù sí. These are precious stones. Ibẹ̀ ló pọ̀ jù sí. Àwọn Fúlàní ò ní kúrò nùgbò yín àfi tẹ́ ẹ bá bá wọn jà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ̀ ká yé pàlàpàlàpà. Kẹ̀kẹ́ fẹ́ lọ fẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ máa pàlàpàlàpà. Wo ẹ̀tẹ́ lágbára gan lẹ́pọ́sì ó ya wèrè ju màlúù lọ.
Ó stubborn gan, ó lè gé ẹ lápá gé ẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ wá wá dì.
Gbogbo Ilé-Ifẹ̀ kò sí ìlú tó ní gold tó Iléṣà ní gbogbo ayé yìí. Ihun tó wà nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó lè feed gbogbo half gbogbo ilé ayé yìí. Ṣọwárí Maiyegun ní Hong Kong tó ń ta diamond stone tó ń ta stones jù tó ń fi kọ̀ńténà kó lọ jù. Fúlàní ló hẹ́ẹ̀dì wọn tó bá rí wọn bí tó ti ń ṣe fàájì wàá rò pé ò mọṣẹ́ ṣe láyé ẹ̀ ò ṣiṣẹ́ rí ni. Ọmọ tó dáa jù lọ ń gbé. N tó dáa jù lọ ń lò. Inú oko yín dẹ̀ lọ ti ń wa gbogbo kinní yìí. License àwọn tó ń wa precious stones lọ́dọ̀ yín inú igbó yín ló wà. Àwọn ọmọ wa ibi táwọn yẹn wá ya olórí burúkú àbúrò town council sí. Àwọn máa ń gbégi dínà ni àwọn olórí burúkú ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà ní gbogbo àwọn ibi tí mi sọ. Wọ́n máa mú igi wọ́n máa gbé dínà. Wọ́n á wá máa gba 200 lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó lọ ń fa ohun àlùmọ́ọ́nì wọn. Maiyegun kò ń ṣe cattle rustling lẹ́ ń jà lé. I have been keeping quiet about this for so long. Ó ń ṣe cattle rustling lẹ́ ń jà sí o. A fẹ́ mú gbó yín mọ́lẹ̀. A fẹ́ móko yín mọ́lẹ̀. A fẹ́ fa bàbá yín nítan ya. A fẹ́ fàyà yín ya látẹ̀yìn. Ń tẹ̀ ń jà sí kọ́ nìyẹn o. Gbogbo ètò wa ṣe fún yín, ọkùn fíẹ̀ wá bá yín ni. Gbogbo bọ̀nú gọ́ọ̀fù nǹkan ọ̀rọ̀ epo ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ọ̀rọ̀ epo ni River Niger, River Benue. Ọ̀rọ̀ crude ni bàbá. Gbogbo Fúlàní nínú igbó Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ precious stone diamond àwọn nǹkan tó fi ń ṣe battery, coltan, raw material, lithium, gbogbo àwọn kíní ẹ̀ làwọn olórí burúkú yìí ń wà. Inú igbó tẹ̀yìn fi ìpẹ́ fẹ́ lọ máa gbin oko sí yẹn. Àwọn ohun tó wà ńbẹ̀ tó ń wà nìyẹn wọn ò ní fi oko yín sílẹ̀. Má foko mi dá ọ̀nà mọ́ ọjọ́ kan báyìí lèèyàn máa kọ̀. Ẹ lè wá fẹ́ lé ikọ̀ tí bá fẹ́ o. Ẹ dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ kó tún ṣe mí. Adley lẹ máa rí àwọn tó lọ fẹ́ wá àtàkì wọ́n fẹ́ àtàkì kò bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe distraction fún yín. Kò sí ohun tó ń wá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ibi tẹ́ tún máa rí wọn tó tún máa àtàkì bí wọ́n àtàkì Iléṣà. Ọ̀ní ọ̀fífẹ̀ ìbóyè wà yẹn ó mọ ibi tó ti ń wa góòlù gbogbo kíní kan wàrà Ifẹ̀ wàrà natural resources ló kún bẹ́ẹ̀ ń tó ń fà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn Maiyegun. Ó mú ọmọ kí Tinubu wò ó pé kí lorúkọ ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe signboard kiri yẹn òun ló yìnbọn fún léènì. Because tó bá yá ibi táwọn wèrè ń bá wèrè lọ tó bá yá kò yẹ kó réyàn govern mọ́. Ńgbà tí everybody bá dìde tó bá sádànù kò yẹ kó réyàn tó fẹ́ ṣèjọba lé lórí mọ́. Gbogbo yín lọ jókòó s'Àbújá wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn yín. How bad can it get? Maiyegun ọwọ́ kì í ṣe inú gbó. Ọwọ́ kì í ṣe inú gbó ìgboro lọ́wọ́. Ọkọ̀ àwọn 140 kan ní Kòròdú, ọkọ̀ wọn EFCC kó wọn káàkiri sí tá a bá rí wọn mọ́ bóyá ti lọ harvest ọ́gánì wọn. Ọkọ̀ wọn láti Kòròdú lọ Ìbàdàn. They are just ọkọ̀ ń ṣe rádaràdà, everybody ń ṣe rédèrèdè. I don't understand this anymore. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀tẹ́kùn ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ ẹ̀sọ́wọ́dọ̀ lọ́gbò.
àmọ̀tẹ́kùn lọ ṣí fóònù àwọn èèyàn wo àmọ̀tẹ́kùn wáyàwó kiri. o Maiyegun tásìkò àti ṣùgbọ́n ti tó.
God bless you.
ìdí máa là ìdí bá là tó ń bá ìyá ìgbẹ́ wọn àfọká yànnàyànnà ni. ẹni tó bá máa kú ló máa kú ẹni tó máa kú ló máa kú.
God bless you. Princess.
This is war on Yorubaland. This is war. This is war. This is war. This is it. Maiyegun.
Kenny, nice night, yeah? Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, bye-bye.
This is where we're going to draw the curtains, by the way. My night is long, long spent. I'm going to be back here some other time once we have more information about what really happened, the names of the victims. Possibly this is going to be the last time this is going to happen. I wish I could say that confidently to you, but that's why I said I hope it's going to be the last time. Or if we just emotionally express ourselves, anger, causes, and all of that in 2 days' time, yeah? If nothing is done, that 2 days is going to turn to 2 weeks. It's going to turn to 2 months. The only thing that will remind us that we are in this danger and is real is when the next strike. And the question is this: who is next? Do you really think I won't be next? You can't be next? Well, like somebody said, one of my callers, if we all choose not to be selfish, don't be politically correct. You know the truth. Don't kind of sugarcoat it, because we don't know who is next. Is it you? Is it me? Is it coming from my hometown? Is the next one going to be my own family members? You just don't know. Do you really have to wait to find out? Of course you don't want to. And this question should live with you. Yoruba is at war. We did not ask for it. Our politicians are playing politics with it. Would you like to be the victim, the next one, before we will force their hands to know that enough? If you love Nigeria, break it up to save lives. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.